Hey everybody, Snot Doc here. So I just got a phone call from my brother who is vacationing with his family, and his son decided to put a bead in one of his ears, a little BB. And of course, if it works for one side, then you've got to put one in the other, which he did. So he's got a little BB in both ears. And so my brother called asking what, if anything, they needed to do about it. So I thought it was a good chance to talk briefly about ear foreign bodies and how we approach them. So first off, there are two main categories that we would talk about with ear foreign bodies. First are those that you need attention relatively quickly. Those are food particles, things like peas or potentially popcorn kernels. Definitely want those addressed quickly if you can. The reason is if they get wet, they can expand and then they're hard to get out. And then the second thing would be potentially toxic things. In our world, we often talk about batteries. There's not many batteries, I think, nowadays that would fit in the ear, but those are the things you would worry about, which would potentially cause harm. So those would be things you would want to seek medical attention for in the immediate future, likely going to your local emergency room or call your local ENT's office if it's during the week to see if you can be seen urgently. Now, the other group are those things that in theory you could leave longer. These are inert items such as the BBs or potentially airsoft pellets, little beads from bracelets, etc. Kids love to put those in their ears. And the good news with those is they tend to not do much once they're there. So you can leave those alone safely until they can be conveniently taken out by your local ear, nose, and throat doctor. I would caution you against trying to get them out on your own. Invariably, it seems like that it just tends to push things down further. And in the ear canal, things become more tender the further down you go. And so often when you've tried to get it out and it pushes it down further, then it's just more of a challenge to get those out later when kids have been traumatized a little bit. So in any case, there we go with ear foreign bodies, when to worry about them, how to address them. I would comment that typically I'd recommend just calling your local ENT's office and ask them for advice. Hopefully they'd be able to get you in within a day or two for those non-urgent problems, and then the emergent ones, they may even direct you to your local ER. But there you go. And best way to avoid all that, though, is not put them in the first place. So until next time, keep your nose clean.